Hey there. Have you ever walked into the kitchen, stood there for a second and thought, wait, why'd I come in here? Did I need a snack? Or was I looking for my glasses? It's one of those funny little moments we all have, but maybe it's got you wondering if your memory's starting to play hide and seek after 60. I get it. It can feel a bit unsettling when a name slips your mind or you misplace your keys for the third time this week. But here's the good news. You don't have to just shrug and let it happen. There are simple, everyday things you can do to keep your brain sharp, your memories close, and that fog at bay. And no, I'm not talking about some complicated brain training app or a stack of doctor's orders. These are habits you can start today, right where you are, with what you've already got. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 simple habits that really work to help you avoid memory loss after 60. These aren't pie-in-the-sky ideas or things that take a ton of effort. They're practical, down-to-earth steps that fit into your routine like they've always belonged there. I've watched folks like my old neighbor Bill, who's 67 and still rattles off baseball stats like a pro, or my cousin Janet, who's 62 and never forgets a birthday, make these work wonders. You've already got the smarts and the determination to pull this off. So let's jump in with the first habit, because it's one you can ease into right now and feel good about from the get-go. The first habit is all about keeping your brain busy. Not in a way that wears you out or feels like a chore, but with little challenges that light it up and keep it humming along. It's like giving your mind a playful nudge, the same way you might take a short walk to keep your legs from stiffening up. My buddy George, who's 64, stumbled into this with crossword puzzles. He'd grumble about how they used to stump him, but now he's knocking them out over his morning oatmeal like it's a breeze. He'll tell you it's not just about filling in the boxes. It's that spark he gets when he cracks a tough clue that keeps him feeling quick. You don't have to love puzzles, though. Maybe it's shuffling a deck of cards for a game of solitaire, trying your hand in a new soup recipe, or even tinkering with that gadget the kids gave you last Christmas. The idea is to give your brain something to chew on, something that's fun and keeps you curious. There's real science behind this. Keeping your mind engaged builds new connections up there, like little highways that keep your memories from drifting off. Pick something you like, spend a few minutes a day on it, and you'll start noticing how it perks up your thinking. It's like a cup of coffee for your brain, and you're the one brewing it. Now, while keeping your brain busy keeps it lively, the second habit is about giving it the right fuel to stay that way. I'm talking about what you eat. But don't worry, I'm not here to push spinach smoothies or ban your favorite pie. It's more about adding in some goodies that your brain loves, stuff that keeps it running smooth. My cousin Linda, who's 62, used to coast on toast and black tea all morning, then wonder why she'd forget where she parked by noon. She started throwing a handful of blueberries on her plate and munching some almonds in the afternoon after hearing it might help. And now she's the one reminding me who's who at family reunions. She's not wrong. Things like berries, nuts, even a square of dark chocolate are packed with antioxidants and healthy fats that keep your brain cells chatting with each other. You don't need to turn your kitchen upside down. Just sneak these in where you can. Maybe it's swapping your chips for a handful of walnuts, tossing some salmon on the grill once a week, or keeping a bowl of fruit where you'll see it. It's not about perfection. It's about giving your brain a little boost so it can keep track of your keys and your cousin's birthday without breaking a sweat. You've been feeding yourself smart for years. Now you're just adding a sprinkle of memory magic. So, we've had your brain buzzing with fun challenges and fueled up with the right bites. 2 habits that are already putting you ahead of the memory loss game after 60. You're probably starting to see how this can work for you, right? It's not hard stuff. It's just smart, and it's all in your hands. That brings us to the third habit, which is about moving your body to keep your mind in gear, because those two are tied together in ways that'll surprise you. Let's ease into that next, because it's a simple winner that'll keep your days sharp and bright. Alright, so you've got your brain humming with little puzzles or new tricks, and you're tossing in some blueberries and nuts to keep it fueled. 2 habits already locking those memories in place after 60. It's pretty neat how these small moves start stacking up, isn't it? You're not just sitting there hoping for the best, you're making it happen. And that's the kind of power that feels good. Now, let's talk about the third habit, because it's one that connects your body and mind in a way that's pure gold. Moving a little every day to keep your brain as sharp as a tack. This isn't about turning into a fitness buff or chasing some big goal. Just gentle, steady movement that keeps your thoughts clear and your recall quick. Picture my friend Doris. She's 65 and started taking a slow walk around her garden every morning. Not because she's out to win a race, but because she loves the flowers and noticed she felt more awake after. She'll grin and say, "I don't lose my grocery list in my head anymore." And she's right on the money. Moving your body gets the blood flowing, and that blood delivers oxygen and nutrients straight to your brain, like a delivery service for your memories. You don't need a treadmill or a fancy class. Maybe it's pacing the porch while you chat on the phone, doing a little two-step in the kitchen to an old tune, or stretching out your arms and legs while the kettle boils. My pal Sam, who's 63, started doing a few knee bends and shoulder rolls every afternoon. Just 10 minutes, and he swears he's not fumbling for words at the diner anymore. The key is keeping it easy and regular, something you can stick with, like 15 minutes a day, or whatever fits your groove. It's like giving your brain a fresh breeze. It keeps the cobwebs out, and you're the one opening the window, no sweat. Now, while moving your body keeps your mind buzzing, the fourth habit is about giving it a chance to rest and reset, because sleep isn't just for your body. It's a memory superpower too. I'm not talking about napping through the day or forcing some rigid bedtime, but getting that good, deep sleep that lets your brain tidy up and store what matters. Take my neighbor Clara. She's 61 and used to stay up late flipping channels, then wonder why she'd blank on her PIN at the store. She started winding down with a warm drink and a magazine instead, and now she's sleeping sounder and says she's not forgetting her appointments anymore. It's simple. Your brain uses sleep to sort through the day, file away the good stuff, and toss the junk. You don't need a sleep lab or a pile of pills. Just ease into it. Maybe turn off the TV an hour earlier, sip some chamomile, or keep the bedroom cool and dark. Clara even ditched her late-night coffee, and it's like her brain's thanking her every morning with a clearer head. A solid night's rest is like hitting the save button on your memories, and you're the one pressing it. So, we've got movement keeping your brain's engine purring and sleep locking in the day's highlights. 2 more habits that make avoiding memory loss after 60 feel like second nature. You're building something pretty solid here, and it's all stuff you can tweak to fit your life. That brings us to the 5th habit, which is about staying connected, not just for kicks, but because it's a sneaky way to keep your mind sharp and your story straight. Let's slide into that next, because it's a gem that'll tie this all together with a bow. Okay, so you're keeping your brain busy with fun little challenges, fueling it with tasty bites like nuts and berries, moving your body to keep it sharp, and getting that good sleep to let it recharge. 4 habits already working like a charm to keep memory loss at bay after 60. You're probably feeling pretty good about how these fit into your days, right? It's not about big, flashy changes. It's about simple stuff you can do without breaking a sweat. And that's what makes it stick. Now, let's wrap this up with the fifth habit, because it's one that adds a little joy while keeping your mind in top shape, staying connected with people around you. This isn't about being the life of the party. It's about keeping those conversations flowing, because they're like a secret weapon for your memory. Think about my friend Henry. He's 66 and started dropping by the corner store just to chat with the clerk about the weather or the ball game. He didn't set out to boost his brain, but he noticed he's quicker with a comeback now and doesn't forget what he meant to buy. That's the trick, talking to folks, swapping stories. Even hashing out who's right about last week's news keeps your mind nimble. You don't need a packed social calendar or a crowd to make it work. Maybe it's calling your sister to catch up, trading gardening tips with the guy next door, or sitting down with a buddy for coffee once a week. My Aunt Peg, who's 64, started a little ritual with her granddaughter. They bake cookies together every month, and Peg says she's remembering every step of the recipe without a hitch. It's not just fun. Your brain loves the back and forth, and it builds those connections that keep names, dates, and details right where you want them. A quick chat here, a laugh there, and you're keeping your memory sharp without even trying. How's that for a win? So, there you have it. 5 simple habits that keep your mind strong and memory loss out of sight after 60. You're giving your brain a workout with puzzles or new skills, feeding it the good stuff like walnuts and fish, moving a bit to keep the blood flowing, sleeping deep to let it reset, and staying connected to keep it buzzing. It's like tuning up a car you've been driving for years. Each little tweak makes the whole ride smoother, and you're the one behind the wheel. I've seen folks like Henry and Peg light up with these habits, and it's not hard to picture you doing the same. Maybe you're already thinking about that crossword you've been meaning to try, or that friend you haven't called in a while. What's one thing you'd start with? I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and tell me how you're keeping your mind on point. If this gave you a lift, give the video a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who want to stay sharp too. And hit that subscribe button if you're up for more ideas like these, because we're all about keeping you thriving, no matter the age. Here's to a clear head, a full heart, and a life you're running like a pro. Cheers to you.